Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Sunday, November 16th, 2025, and I'm here to do a general collective reading. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I hope you've had a beautiful weekend. I'm just going to apologize ahead of time. There might be some noise from the back. My neighbor's doing stuff out there, so if you hear anything, I apologize ahead of time. I'm also going to apologize because we're in Mercury retrograde and I'm going to trip over my words more than usual. Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. You know, it's a timeless read. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Please always use your higher wisdom and discernment when you're listening to general collective readings. Take what applies, toss the rest. Don't try to make things fit if it doesn't. Let's begin, shall we? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss? Thank you. Spiritual strength in reverse. Somebody didn't know. Somebody, if they're playing with magic or just with you as a person, playing with your life, they really didn't realize how strong you were compared to them. You never know who's protecting whom on the other side. You know, spiritual strength in reverse. Hiding and cloaking so much. Somebody doesn't want to be alone. They didn't want to go within and do that soul work, you know? Some people don't want to be alone with themselves because they don't like themselves. That's the overarching energy. Ooh, you got power. They didn't expect that. They wanted to dominate over you. But you have power and grace, I just heard. But you have strength and courage, resilience, integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Somebody wanted dominion over you. They wanted to dominate. They were in their ego and in their pride. Lustful, possibly. This is the underlying energy. Yeah, base chakra in reverse. There's a lot of manipulation. One in reverse is the magician. Could have been some magic trying to block your chakras. Somebody does not have a firm foundation. Something's unstable. They could be afraid. They're trying to block your stability, messing around with your stability. Could be sexual as well. You're going to be speaking the truth or somebody else is speaking the truth. 5, throat chakra. So somebody's screwing around with your chakras or trying to. You could be a speaker of some sort. You don't have to be. Has something to do with a marriage, a commitment, an institution, a belief system, or you're spiritually high ranking for sure. And you're speaking with authority in your voice. You have authority. The divine could be stepping in. You could be on a platform. Don't have to be. It could be a contract. I don't know. Yeah, somebody was doing magic. Somebody was talking shit. Lack of awareness. No intuition. Bad counsel. Could be somebody that's giving it, I don't know. Somebody could have been promiscuous or they claimed you were. This is somebody very underhanded. And now the secrets are coming out. This is triumph for you. 7, moving forward, overcoming, radical acceptance. They have to accept the fact that they're not as strong as you or they don't have a good spirit team as good as yours. They shouldn't be playing around with you at all. The red flags were always there. They just didn't want to listen, right? They could be moving and or traveling, or you are. But this is universally driven. This is victory. Congratulations. You have balance. You have structure. You have discipline in your world. No matter what, you're moving forward, right? Leaving someone or something behind. Something to do with financial material changes here. 5, divorce, separation. It could be a warlock. Could be bad counsel, a false prophet or prophetess. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority, false contract. Something's falling apart here, okay? Could be crime. Oof, damn. So they tried to steal your destiny, your abundance, whatever this is. Thought they'd profit off of it. They're trying to stall something, cause setbacks and delays in your world or stagnation. It could be an ex-friend, partner, family member wanting you to come back into their energy or them into yours so they can, profit, ride your coattails. Somebody tried to steal your destiny. But something's falling back on them here. They're getting some karma and they don't like it. Yeah, they didn't want you to be recognized or to be successful or to be rewarded in any way. It could be a doppelganger. This could be power and control over you, wanting to take your voice and your rights away from you, wanting you to sacrifice. They weren't willing to do anything for you, obviously. This is somebody that's very greedy, selfish, jealous, controlling, and possessive. This could also be a power of attorney or some sort of conservatorship, okay? Yep, deception and envy has been revealed here. They can't move forward here. They've been stopped. They don't want to take accountability. They can't overcome this. Again, material and spiritual prosperity is in the clinker. This is a karmic situation, one-sided, false contracts. They're reaping the consequences of their poor decisions. Yep, they're in the shadow here. Lying, cheating. There's a lot of deception, illusions here. They're fearful. They made a lot of allegations or accusations that were unfounded against you. They can't fight you. They want you to unblock them. They can't block your growth. Wherever you're meant to expand in your world, they can't block this, okay? They can't fight you. You're not fighting them. You're not competing, okay? But this is somebody's feeling overwhelmed, defeated, because they lied. There's been a lot of lies, no truth, no clarity, no communication. Maybe you're not speaking to them. They want you to unblock them. Yeah, one in reverse, so they can manipulate you some more or do some magic word witchery against you. So whoever it was, if it is word witchery that they were doing against you or doing some sort of spell work, it's back on them. Be careful what you wish upon for others, okay? Because it'll come back and bite you in the ass when you least expect it. It is what it is. Spiritual strength, 9 in reverse. Somebody does not want to be alone. Maybe they conjured something that they're afraid of, or they're just afraid of their karma. Whether they conjured something or not. It could be just bull crap, talking shit. It could be a lot of rumor and gossip and slander, and it's not catching up with them. It doesn't have to be spell work, but it's somebody that was in their ego wanting power. And it's all blowing up in their face. Where are we going with this, please? You know that gossip is a form of spell work as well. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity. They said to put it in. All right. Put it back. It kind of fell out of the deck before I was ready. Something to do with intimacy, somebody you were intimate with, or they want to get back into your energy, plug themselves in for some protection. I don't know. They were stealing from you somehow. Spiritual strength, reverse 9. Where are we going with this? Thank you. Today. So something's happening today. Good vibes now and in the moment. They're finding out just how weak they truly are. How protected you are. They're puzzled, confused, perplexed, and conflicted. This is really puzzling somebody as how strong and resilient you are, because something's stagnating in their lives, or they wanted you to stagnate, stuck, dead end, and frozen. Something to do with a twin flame friendship or romantic partner. And it doesn't have to be all these three. It could be one, a couple, none. It could be all of them. I'm not picking up twin flame though. Say you blocked. Hey, you blocked them. It could be somebody that was giving you that bull crap about the twin flame. I don't know. You blocked them, nothing to say, stop calling. It could be family. You know, remember, family could be, I'm not picking up the twin flame, but if that's the route you want to go, twin flames could be family, friend, love, and or business. Remember that. Blood ties, inner circle. They're hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. That they could have done some jar spells with you. Yeah, your divine feminine energy. Gentleness, nurturing, or mothering, or you are a mother, a divine feminine energy, male or female, by the way. Time. They're trying to delay you. Procrastination. Too busy. Somebody's very clingy here. Old exes, dead relationships, old ways. You put up some boundaries. They try to overstep them. Disrespectful. Enough is enough. And defend yourself. Yeah, they want to come back around. Wishful thinking. Second chance. Deja vu. Nostalgia. So their life is stagnating after they did whatever they did to you. They thought maybe they went towards, this could be a past love. They thought they went towards somebody else. Could have been a friend at first. They thought it was a twin flame. It's a twin lame. Nothing of the sort. Sorry. My voice is starting to act up again. This could be somebody that likes to play with magic. They don't want the truth to be told about them unless it's too bad. I just spit it out. I'm going to speak the truth anyways, like the card says. Spiritual strength in reverse 9. Something's happening today. Divine feminine. Yin feminine energy. Clarity. So if somebody was claiming that you were karmic, you're not. You're divine feminine energy, male or female. And whoever's trying to take on the moniker of divine feminine, they're not. They're a karmic. That's what I'm picking up. So it's the opposite. If you're divine anything, you're not going to announce it. I'm going to tell you the truth. You're not going to go around telling people you're this, that, and the other thing. You don't need to. Your energy speaks for itself. It's not about ego. It's not about showing off and being better than anybody else. It's about a promise, a contract that you have with God, with Spirit, to do whatever you need to do down here. It's not about you. And these divine beings know that. It's not about them. It's about the work. So it's clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. Let's be honest, okay? If people are going around saying they're this, that, and the other thing, why? Why are they doing that? They're putting a big target on their backs, if anything, because you have people out there that are haters. You have Satanists that want to take down anybody from the light, okay? So if you're going around saying, 11:11 when I looked up, and that's 11:11 doesn't necessarily mean twin flames. It means a spiritual awakening. But anyways, I digress. They want to steal your energy. They want to steal your destiny. And if you're going around saying you're whatever, a chosen one, a divine being, an earth angel, guaranteed somebody from the dark, if you're out there, that is, they're going to see that and they're going to come targeting you because that's what they want. They know they can't achieve that on their own. So they're looking for people that are out there saying this, that, and the other thing, looking for attention. Because that's the attention. You're going to get attention. It's not going to be good attention either. So that's why I counsel people, keep it to yourself. There's no reason to have to come out and say it. Just do your work, okay? Why put a target on your back? Even Jesus, when he was walking the earth, they asked him, are you the Son of God? Are you the King of the Jews? And he said, they say I am, or you say I am. He didn't admit it. He knew who he was. And he knew by the time everything was said and done, everybody would know who the fuck he was too. Do you understand what I'm saying? So rejection is God's protection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Emotional storm, turmoil is unstable, affected. Somebody can't keep their emotions in check. Something to do with intimacy again. It could be somebody you had intimate moments with. Intimacy could be schmecks. It could also be sharing intimate parts of your life emotionally. Bonding, sensual, confiding. Yeah, confiding in another. This is a Klingon. It's a clinger, okay? Holding on, obsessing, and spying. It could be a friend, family member, and or love. There's realizations here. Epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. So somebody wanted to hold on to your narrative, your story for themselves. Okay, I get it. Could be an ex, could be a ex-friend. It could be a family member. It could be a stranger. Separation, space, and blockage. Yeah, it's time to put that to bed here. You blocked them. You parted ways. And they can't handle rejection. Okay? So what they do, go around, make up stories about you, hire practitioners to hurt you. I don't know what this is. What did they do? Okay, sorry. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I just heard that. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So we have spiritual strength 9 in reverse today and divine feminine. So maybe somebody thought a divine feminine was a certain way. They're finding out what a divine feminine energy really is, male or female. They might have had an idea in their head as to what a divine feminine is. Totally wrong. It's not about self-serving. It's not about them. It's about the work you're meant to do here. This is a contract. You're being contracted to do something in service to God, right? So we have spiritual strength in reverse 9 today in divine feminine. They will not change ever. This is a jackass, okay? I love donkeys, don't get me wrong. But this person's a jackass. Unrequited love. 333, third party, triangulation. You're an ascendant master. You're working with the ascendant masters. You've elevated and ascended. It's all about ascension, right? This could be also a secret society that's involved. Maybe they are stealing energy and spiritual gifts or destinies off of divine beings. They thought they were strong enough to be able to pull this off, and they're not. Realization's hidden. Maybe today. And they're braying now. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. They're crying. You could be an older woman, or they are. That's bad timing here. Somebody wants you to just give them a chance. Pay attention to your dreams. They could be playing with your dreams. Somebody needs to drop weight, or this is some sort of debt somebody owes, and they're going to have to drop this. They want you to drop a debt. Like they owe you money or owe you something. They want you to just like let it go. Could be actually dropping weight. Replace your fear with faith. Your soulmate's not who you think it is. It's certainly not this donkey. You could be a Scorpio. Somebody else is a Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season. Somebody's getting stung here. An invitation is coming. So somebody wants to send you an invitation. They want you to participate in something so you can open a door for them. They want to get their foot through the door because they know you're on path. You made a decision. Be careful. Master builder number, right? It could be a master number 22. This is about decisions, about balance, making good choices. Be cautious. Or you put up a caution tape. This could be a crime of some sort they've committed. It's never going to happen. They were planning a crime. It's never going to happen. Or they did commit crimes against you in the past. So if they want to get back together with you, they want to get back into your energy, it's never going to happen. Oh my gosh, people. Spiritual strength in reverse, 9. Something's happening today. Divine feminine energy, they will not change. Ever. You're too strong. This is puzzling to them. You stood your ground. If this, obviously, it's unrequited love. It's not reciprocal. Usually it's a relationship. You saw clearly what this is. You see them clearly for what this is. If they come sniffing around again, you know this isn't about love. This is not about love, okay? Divine feminine energy gives love. When a divine loves you, masculine or feminine, there's no other love that compares to it, okay? You won't forget that. There's no mistaking that. This kind of love from this person, this is not a divine being. No. You don't even love themselves. Thank you, Spirit. They could have committed a crime against you, or it was just really done in bad taste. It was an imbalance. It wasn't fair. Somebody did something illegal or shady. We'll see which way it goes. Overarching energy. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. You could be a business owner. Don't have to be. You get your downloads right from source. You're getting ready to harvest. You're good on your own. You mind your own business. You could be chaste or celibate. Don't have to be. But what I'm saying is, well, normally you are chaste, but you don't have to be celibate. You're in your own garden, minding your own business. There is a wall up here between you and maybe another a community, maybe. You get your walls up for a reason. This is the overarching energy. If anybody's in your life, it's because you want them there, not because you need them there. You're not codependent. You're not manipulative, okay? It's because you want them there. Somebody was playing games with you. This ain't going to happen. They want to profit off of you. It's not going to happen. Somebody's having financial difficulties, or they owe you money. Somebody's unstable, unsound. You know. Consciously, you know something here. This is the Magician. They were playing behind your back. Okay? See that? They maybe had a flying monkey playing behind your back. If you're dealing with narcs, I'm not sure yet. You have all the tools you need for success. This is conscious awareness. Somebody was putting on an act for sure. I think now something was so unbalanced, so wrong. Somebody did you so wrong. Um, they could have said a lot of crap about you, and people got curious and they went looking you up. Now they're watching you because they're enthralled. Yeah, now they know they're dealing with a narcissist. Somebody lied about you so blatantly, obviously, that people went looking you up because it was so out of control what they were saying. So crazy the things they were saying about you. Downright dirty, I just heard. So people went looking you up, whether in your community or online, and they like what they see. You're going to be taking action against this narc, okay? Yeah, this is not the wish fulfillment. They're not going to have wish fulfillment. They're trying to stop your wish fulfillment. They don't want this getting out. Somebody's feeling ashamed of the lies they've been telling. Not because of what they did to you. They just getting found out. They don't like this. They're losing hope here of getting their hands on some sort of money or opportunity. You're dealing with an opportunist, obviously, right? Money talks and bullshit walks. Yeah. Okay. Someone's got an STD. They need medication they need money for medication. That's what they're going to claim. Or they got paid to say you gave them an STD, or so there's no growth or expansion in their world. This could be somebody that's paying for butt, if you know what I'm saying. Or they get paid. But I don't know, without them, I don't know, they need money or else they can't have intimacy without the money. Yeah, giving a cup of love to you, to everybody. This is a weird deck. I really don't know what this means here. Here's somebody wants to say hi. They're ignoring them. Somebody's washing their hair. So you're washing this person right out of your hair. Remember that old song? Gonna wash this man right out of my hair. This could be somebody they want to be friends now after having intimacy with you. They got an STD. They can't. Okay. This is an opportunist you're dealing with, and they're trying to block anybody from coming towards you with love, friendship, and or support, or they're blocked off because they said they didn't want anybody to come near you because they said you had an STD. That's what it is. Okay, now they're worried. They're really burdened. Okay, because maybe they do have an STD. I don't know. They're sick. They're doing stuff in the dark. There's no truth or clarity to this. They were willing to do whatever it took to win, right? To destroy your happy home, your stability. So they didn't want you having friends or love or any kind of prospects. You know what I mean? So they try to ruin that. They didn't want you having friends or anything. They knew you washed them out of your hair, and so they try to ruin things for you. They're stressed out, though, because they know you know. You put a cap on this cup of love. They thought you were naive or gullible. Maybe they think they're going to get you back. I don't know. Obviously, it does say that. They're not going to change. They haven't changed. Okay? They think they're smart. Everybody, see in this deck, nobody's in the background. Everybody's gone. So they're on their own. They wore out their welcome everywhere. Where there's smoke, there's fire, okay? Something to do with they lost their home. There could have been some sort of arson or some sort of fire. Maybe they have nowhere to go. Yeah, they need to pay for something here. They're new beginnings. They're willing to do whatever it takes to have a new beginning, to get a payment out of something or out of you. They need money to travel. They want to come meet you in calm waters. So he's gathered some information. You left for a good reason. Okay? You started, you took a practical approach. Maybe you had to start over again, but it was a practical approach. You did things properly, slowly but surely you built yourself back up again. They have to make a payment. Maybe they thought, well, screw it, I'm going to get found out anyways. That's, they could have stolen a home. I keep picking this home thing up, or a business. Some of that, just let it burn. They can't take care of it. Yeah, it's pleasure seekers. They could have went and traveled, pleasure seekers. They were with a third party. They want to come and reconcile with you. This is an Emperor in reverse. They're corrupt. They're in their ego. They're in their pride, okay? They want power and control over you. They think the more side pieces they have, the more partners they have, the bigger they are. I don't know. You left them because they had third parties. You gathered some information. They want people to pay their way. What is this? You know, now they want to come back and reconcile with you. They need money. You need to make a payment or else things are going to go up in flames for this person. So they want to meet you in calm waters. Maybe they spent their time just fucking around. Pleasure seekers. You know, this is, reminds me of a mooch. You're going to see through the illusions, or you did see through the illusions. You distanced yourself. You're not going back there. You're not toxic. This person could have been physical with you in the past or threatened to, okay? Be careful because they have nothing to lose right now. I think they've overstayed their welcome everywhere with people. Yeah, they're getting some karma. People are seeing it. So the third parties are probably shifting off, taken off, on the run because they're seeing that the karma's going back onto this person. They're going through a dark night of the soul here, going through a dark period. They want to come back into your energy. They want you to come back into another toxic cycle with them. Yeah, you're not going there. You see it for what it is. Yeah, you blocked them. You're standing in your power. You're divinely protected and guided. You have the advantage, or they want the advantage over you. I don't know what this is. I'm really picking up a very insolent, immature, and childish energy. I know you are, but what am I? Very petulant and petty. They want to come back in just to block you. Is that what I'm picking up? Yeah, this is, you could be on the public eye. You don't have to be. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. So in their eyes, they look like they're thinking that you made it out of this relationship. You're doing better than them. It sounds like a narc to me. Okay, you flew the coop. Okay, they try to trap you and they can't. See, you're gone. They were bragging and or showing off. They had you right where they wanted you. You know what I'm saying? Getting a lot of attention because they were with you maybe. It's not going to work here. They don't want to work. They didn't have to work with you. Yeah. They wanted you to compete and compare. That's their love language. Fight for me. Show me that you're jealous. No, there's a lot of people here. You're not going to be an option. There's a lot of drama and jealousy and fighting. And yeah, you're not into that. You rose above that and just moved on. Or it's not going to work. Whatever they tried to do to you, not going to work. They're stealing some sort of energy from you or something with the third parties. Yeah, you saw it for what it is. All that glitters isn't gold. It's all illusions, right? You're not confused. You're not going to be an option. No option, no option. Running out of options here. You let them go. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. You're not low vibing like they are. You suddenly left before they could do anything. Smear campaign you. I don't know. Stick you with a big bill. You left, and you left them stuck. They didn't know what to do. Yeah, and that they were holding, but they're angry here. They could have gotten handsy with you. They could have forged some documents. Somebody could have been impersonating you. This is somebody's very combative and argumentative. It's a poser. They can't come correct. They're unfaithful. Not the rite of passage. They're lazy friend, lover, whatever this is. Yeah, they have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They lost control of you. They can't control you, or they can't make a payment. They're scared now because maybe they intercepted or interfered with some of your money. They have to pay for something and they can't. Yeah, they're under judgment, or a judgment went against them. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. There will be no second chances. This is karma. They know karma's writing them. They committed some sort of crime, or this is a divorce or separation. Could be a warlock, corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority, bad counsel. It's a false contract. They're not as strong as you spiritually speaking. They have no belief. They're watching you. Could be a platform as well. They're watching you. Could be losing a platform. I don't know. Somebody could be watching you. This is delayed communication. Somebody's learning something. Somebody's curious here. Could be some sort of, watching you, watching tarot, you or them. I mean, obviously you're here. They didn't realize how wise you were. This is wise counsel. There's no communication. You're highly intuitive and psychic. So they got curious as to how you knew what they were up to. They want to know how you know. How you're so intuitive and you remain emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet, male or female. You could be online as a reader, a spiritualist, very balanced between your dark and light energies, your masculine and feminine energies. There's a deep knowing here. You don't have to say much. You put a cap on this unconditional love. You had to with this person. You knew they were just taking the piss, playing behind your back. Lots of secrets here. They could be doing something online behind your back in secret. This is a gold digger and a clout chaser, male or female. Place the genders where it belongs, okay? This is get rich quick schemes. This is a bully, corrupt. They have an image to uphold. They're very lazy and jealous, materialistic. And a bully, codependent, clingy. Willing to do whatever it takes to make a buck, you know what I'm saying, but not the right way. They're a glutton. They were very satisfied maybe using you, using your money. They were very satisfied wanting to sacrifice you. They wanted to keep you waiting, stuck. Maybe this is them stuck now. Yeah, didn't want to let go, it didn't serve. They were laughing at you with a whole bunch of people for entertainment, using you for entertainment. As long as you stayed there, they could profit off of you somehow. But 3 of Wands in reverse, they can't move forward. They didn't want you moving forward. They didn't expect something. Something blew up in their face, I just heard. They didn't want to let go, it didn't serve. If this is a relationship, which it sounds like it is, they were non-committal, but just didn't want to be alone. They wanted you waiting, suffering for them. You know what I mean? While they went out with their third parties and their friends and laughed at you and degraded you and embarrassed or disgraced you in their own way. Somebody's a glutton. They want to play the cookies all for themselves. Somebody can't, they didn't foresee this. They can't move forward, or they just didn't want you moving on past their relationship and doing better than them. That's a narc move, okay? Yeah. Yeah, they're having nostalgic memories. They don't want you getting your flowers. You healed your inner childhood wounds, so that's why nothing's working on you. They're trying to poke the bear. It's not working. They kind of thought they knew what triggered you in the past. Nah. You were nothing but sweet to this person. Nice, and they betrayed you. They know they betrayed you in the past. It's a harsh and painful end for them. They wound up betraying themselves. They wound up shooting themselves in the foot by doing this to you. Because all they're stuck with is memories of what could have been. Hiding and cloaking. They don't want to be alone. Somebody doesn't want to do the inner work, right? They don't want to self-reflect. They don't want to do any soul searching. Hiding and cloaking. They wanted to take you out. It's over. You ended it. Maybe it's a point of ego here, pride, that you ended this relationship with them. They don't want to be alone. This is change. You are the phoenix rising. That you overcame. You ended a cycle to begin a new one, and you have no burdens. So they know they shot themselves in the foot, because with you, they had no burdens. Everything was smooth, right? It was change. All you expected from them was change. And they didn't want to change. They didn't want to self-reflect. They didn't want to heal. Okay? They wanted to go out and socialize. So that's what ended this relationship. You dropped them. Let them go. Bye. You're up to no good, doing shit in the background, right? Lying, cheating, and deceiving. Now they're in their emotions. I think they're realizing you let them go. You're not coming back. They'll never have a peaceful life again. I mean, as peaceful as I had it with you at one point. You brought peace into their world. Things were working very well. And they kiboshed it with their ego. With their pride, wanting everybody and then some, wanting the attention, but just, never wanted to love themselves, let alone you. And they're in their emotions here. Truth and clarity. They're scared that you're speaking the truth. You are the truth. You know the truth. You knew the truth all along. You knew this person was a player energy. This is truth and clarity. They're scared to talk to you. Queen of Wands. You stand in your power, male or female. You're attracting, you're attractive, you're charming, you're bold, you're confident, you're carefree. You're creating something new. You are a leader. You speak with authority. Congratulations. They're trying to make it sound like you are the side piece. So they wanted the karmic, and they're trying to make you sound like you were the side piece, or turn you into a side piece now. Maybe they want to come back and turn you into a side piece. I don't think so. You're speaking your truth. You set some boundaries, you cut them out. Bye. You're not going to suffer fools gladly. They're afraid to talk to you. You might be very sharp. What you say is the truth, and it really cuts them down to the quick. The truth hurts. I have to admit, it does hurt, but it's the best policy. Some people think that you're mean and cruel for being so direct and truthful. But at the end of the day, are you mean? No. You're mean by not telling the truth. You're a liar by not telling the truth. I wouldn't want a liar around me. I want to hear the truth, whether I like it or not. At least I know you're not a liar. You're not playing me in my face. Yeah, they're playing you in the face. You're speaking the truth about this person. They were giving and receiving and prioritizing other people. Playing the middleman. They're going to jail. Wow. They were getting paid, or they were paid to keep you occupied, stuck in your head, to restrict you, or to lock you up somehow, some way, to keep you trapped, and or to attach something to you. It could be an attachment, yeah, by your family. This is scapegoating. This is not a happily ever after. A group and or a family and or a community's going down. Because somebody was playing the fool here. You're innocent. You took a leap. Yeah, they're playing a fool. They don't want to take accountability. Something was out of control here. They can't stop your stability. Queen of Pentacles beneath that. They could have stolen a car, or they can't come near you. They don't want to take accountability. They can't overcome this. Something stuck, not going anywhere. They have no structure, discipline, or direction. Where do we go with this? Yeah, they got to let this go because you let them go. They can't come near you. They have no protection. They didn't realize they don't have any protection once you're gone. They're unstable and insecure. They can't hold back from you. They want to open up to you. Now they can't come near you. There's not going to be a reconciliation. This person could have got into a car accident as well. Or they have addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes. No reconciling, no conflict resolution, no peace, harmony, or contentment. This was unfair and unbalanced. They could be sick or injured. Or they claimed you were crazy. Demonic. Yeah, this is financial ruin, spiritual jail. You I don't know, you have a lot of confidence. They want to come back in from out of the cold, but they're blocked. They're pretending they didn't do something against you. Bullshit, they did. This was unbalanced. Yeah. Whatever they did, they knew, I don't know. They rejected you. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They're regretting. This is a pity party here. They wanted fast people, fast life instead of you, the gift from God, a divine being. They wanted quantity over quality. Now they broke their own heart. They abandoned you. They rejected you. They laughed at you, but they used you, right? You were good enough to use, though, right? Them and their friends had a heyday using you, your energy, whatever, trying to steal from you, whether it's energy, spiritual gifts, I don't know, favor, destiny. Now they're heartbroken, right? Because this is somebody's drinking. They're in their emotions. They were manipulative, emotionally manipulative, unavailable, immature, very selfish, and I don't want to say that, malicious, cruel, self-serving, right? They're crying now. They're crying. Why? Because you're a divine feminine energy. And they're not. They're distorted masculine or feminine. They're crying. Because you're the divine feminine energy, the creator. You're very creative. Not the creator, if you know what I'm saying. But you're very creative, down to earth, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. Very protected here. And if you notice in this deck, usually swans, and I really do equate swans to divine beings. They're monogamous, okay? They stay together for a lifetime, or lifetimes, if you know what I'm saying. They don't go around hopping onto other swans and, you know, having an orgy. An orgy? You know what I'm saying? I can't say it. It's YouTube. But they're very monogamous. Here she's by herself, or he's by himself. Because somebody was taking the piss, right? They could have been demoted, for all we know. But they thought they'd turn Karmic into a divine being. This is a tower. Yep. They would have a harmonious relationship. Look at this. Look at this. They chose a disharmony. They chose a Karmic over a true divine being. They're having emotional outbursts. They're doing spell work. This is somebody that's immature and insincere and careless and childish. They're doing spell work. They don't care. They're not sorry for what they've done. Even the angels have turned their backs on this. Yeah, no, this is not divine. This is not divine at all. You're not a divine being. Go check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is abandonment. This is rejection. They're having an emotional outburst. This is somebody that's a poser and a player, and they bit off more than they can chew. Could be a warlock. Yep, they wanted to steal your spiritual inheritance. That's what it is. They're in it for a short time, not a long time. This is a crime. This was abuse. This was reckless. They endangered everybody, and it's over. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. Maybe they did this, tried to do this online. I don't know. Twin flame bullshit. They did it for stability. They were having a party here. You ended a cycle. They started it. You ended it. Read my back. Amadi, you're divinely protected, okay? This is victory for you. If they stole any kind of home, they're going to have to move, okay? Yeah, they're in their emotions here. This is true love. They had true love. Psh. But true love begins at home. You have to love yourself enough to be able to recognize what love is. This is not... You're not playing here. You're here for a reason. You're here. There's a contract you have to fulfill. This is new beginnings. This is peace and harmony. Your cup is overflowing. Yeah, they lied. They lied. They're in their emotions. They threw rocks and hid hands. This is a pretender. This is a wannabe. They can't create. They're not inspirational. They need outside validation all the time. This is someone that feels entitled. There's proof and evidence here they underestimated you. Okay? They wanted to harvest from you. Keep them in line. Keep them going long enough we can get something from them, right? So somebody was, obviously they were working with other people. Here you are, you have the flame. They're looking at theirs going, yeah, there's no flame here. Or this is the karmic third parties. I don't know. You hold the light, they don't. You know, something's happening quickly. Fast communication, action, and or travel. Somebody lied, cheated, and or stole. They're trying to get out of something. Tiptoe out of something, or you're the one that got away clean. Yeah, you're stable and secure. Somebody's lying about their stability. about a wife. It doesn't have to be. Or they're maybe saying that they're married to you. You don't know about it. You're working on your pentacles, on your health, on your home, whatever this is. You're abundant, independent, and hardworking. You give. You're a philanthropist. You give generously. You're very generous, okay? You don't lord it over people, but these people want to be able to be in a position to lord it over people because it's their ego, right? Yeah, third-party situation, collaboration, contract. You're working on the contract you have with the divine. You don't go around saying you're better than people, but you know that you're higher elevated. You are a master of what you do, and people are paying attention. People may want to work with you, or this is the third party trying to be you, trying to act like they're you. I don't know. There's a contract of some sort that needs to be fulfilled, and they're not fulfilling the contract, or they can't. If they want to be you, they better go through what you've gone through, not just in this lifetime, but other lifetimes, to get to where you are, to get to this status. I don't think they can. Get to working. Chop, chop. This is self-mastery. This is mastery. This is somebody that has no spiritual strength to pull this off. They're in their ego, in their lust, wanting power, domination over you. You're too strong. I heard charismatic. Congratulations. You're too strong, though. You have courage and bravery. And you have the might of God behind you. So they don't know who's... Be careful who you pick on, who you try to steal from, who you try to do magic against. You don't know who's protecting whom. They will not change ever. Unrequited love. They're in their ego. They want another chance with you because they're trying to get something from you. You left possibly before they can finish whatever they were trying to do. Your divine feminine energy. They wanted to turn a karmic into a divine being. They're seeing clearly they can't now. Truth, intentions, and honesty. Honesty saves the day. Yeah, there's something happened today. Something's happening today. Good vibes now in the moment. Somebody's puzzled. None of their shit's working on you. Or none of these stories are sticking to you. Confused, perplexed, and conflicted. I'm sorry it's all over the place. I don't know why today of all days. Because it was dissipating. It's getting better, but now it seems to be ramping up a little bit today. Maybe somebody's found out the hard way today that whatever they tried to do is not going to work, and they have to pay a hefty price for their disobedience, for their bullshit, for their crime. Maybe it's just emotions. Who knows? Could be somebody's birthday today as well because of the birthday cake. You could be a smoker. They could be, I'm not really picking up. You're a smoker. They're a smoker. How are we ending this for the collective, please, Spirit? That's the final message. Rich lady, 12. Yeah, sacrificing you so they could be a rich lady, or you are one. Beauty, enchantment, lucky life, and harmony. That's what they wanted, a lucky life. Where they didn't have to pay for it. They certainly didn't deserve it. They're not in a position to deserve it. Ooh, there's a fight here. 4. This is a distorted masculine or feminine. The truth is going to save you here. The red flags are flagging here. Fight, unknown, fair, uncertainty, and chaos. They brought chaos into their world. Chaotic words with words. You're too intuitive. You're too, not intuitive, intelligent for these people. This came out yesterday. It might have something to do with yesterday's read. 5. Your spiritual high ranking. This could be you or someone else. Gentleman, stability, self-confidence, good news, and realism. Or this is the karmics acting like this. And the truth is coming out about both of them. Big red flag. Living room. It's coming to an end. It's something to do with a home. Okay? Living room, comfort, intimacy, inner harmony, and visit. They might be wanting to come and visit you. Yeah, passion, 44. The angels are protecting you here. You have a firm foundation. That's what they're trying to get, is a firm foundation off of you, whether it's through your energy, through fraud, through something. Passion, flame, desire, risk, love, affair. Somebody had an affair. They're not going to... if they come towards you wanting another try, they're still effing around, okay? 39, time, power, transformation, reincarnation, and secret. Time is up. There's something to do with time here. They were supposed to take, I don't know. I don't know how this works. If they were trying to steal energy or power, transformation, reincarnate as you. I don't know. Great fortune, 4-year fortune. There we go. So you could have reincarnated. Listen, you could have done this dance in past lives with these idiots. And now you're putting an end to it. 26 is 8. This is 12 again, 8. Wanting power, dominance. You're too strong for them. Great fortune, well-being, fulfillment, dreams coming true. Gloomy thoughts now, 33. You're an ascended master here, okay? Could be a secret society doing this. They could be getting the 3rd degree interrogated here. Gloomy thoughts, sadness, depression, mental illness, and fear. It's a good, this is turning around here. It's a good turnaround. Somebody wanted to be you. They could be doing mirror spells, glamour spells as well. Good turnaround, unexpected recognition, money, and inheritance. I told you, it's a spiritual inheritance or a real one or both. Somebody was after, trying to be you. Look at this, 41. Birth, candlelight. Birth, death, resurrection, sacredness. They were lighting candles against you. Something to do with a false marriage or a marriage that you were a part of. Relationship, union, marriage and connection. Fatality. It could be life insurance as well. 19. Ending, misfortune, termination, and grief. All over a house. Home, family roots, identity, and stability. It's something to do with yesterday's read. Possibly. Might not. Take only what applies in your situation. And only that, please. Okay, don't try to make it fit. Somebody's in there, doom and gloom. Yeah, wheel. They wanted your wheel of fortune. Endings bring new beginnings. Congratulations. You're very fortunate. You hold the key. You could be a Hierophant or a high priest or high priestess. Something to do with a key to a home, business, lock and unlock. This came out yesterday. Crown, success and pride. So you're holding the crown. This is your crown. This is success. Somebody was in their pride, or you should be proud of what you've already accomplished. This is somebody that their pride. Okay, their raison d'être. Let's say. Okay, the reason to be. They validate themselves with monetary things. Okay, with how things look instead of how they actually are. They wanted your crown. That ship has sailed. Directions and journey. You know where you're going. This is the soul's journey. Your ships are coming in. Smooth sailing for you from now on. Something to do with a home. A house. You might have to journey. It might not be in the same city that you're in. Relocation at home and a house. And there's too much emphasis on smacks here. Pregnancy and fears possibly. Dolphins, you're very intelligent. Playfulness, cooperation. And heart, love, new love, and luck and money. Congratulations, coins. I'm really getting a good, that's the coffee cup cards, and we're going to use the tea leaves now. I'm really getting a good feeling for you. I mean, you're a divine being. Of course, you're going to be protected. You've done the work. You've elevated to that status. Not every person that is called actually makes it. Maybe not this lifetime, maybe not the next. I don't know. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And it sure did. Elephants never forget. And they're very majestic animals, aren't they? They're very spiritual. They're very empathetic. Career. Has something to do with yours or somebody else's career. Wheel. They want your wheel of fortune, I'm telling you. They have a career of trying to hijack other people's wheel of fortunes. Their spiritual inheritance, their spiritual gifts, their energy. That's why in the beginning I said stop announcing whom you are, whom you think you are. You might be right, but at the end of the day, do you really want that target on your back? You're here to do a job, not here to fucking battle these assholes day and night. Do you understand what I'm saying? Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. You are diamond in the rough. Your birthday could be in June or theirs, or something took place in June, or this is a name. November. It's right now. Something happened in June. It's happening now. egg all over their face. I just heard success assured with good plans and hard work. Congratulations. Table, hard work ahead. Career, table, I don't know. They were funneling money. Okay, they were funneling money. Now it's coming to a bottleneck. They have to explain or answer something. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Really, if somebody hates you that much and they come after you that much, they're a fan. Romance, celebration, and party. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. In February, I don't know. Your birthday could be in February or theirs. Or something's going to happen in February, or it did last February. Somebody's getting frozen out, or they did some freezer spells on you, not to mention jar spells. We saw that earlier. And pay attention to your health, or they're going to have to, Cain, okay? Protection from a powerful friend. They're looking for protection from you after doing all of this to you. Well, what do you know, right? Egg on their face for sure. I hope you like the read, and until next time, take care.